that case ever reached you.
What? What? Order! Order!
I mean, I would have made that conclusion too, because you were like, usually lists are half as long as this.
Right, yeah.
And,
or twice.
Or twice as
Yeah.
long as this. But this case had a very short evidence list. I would have been like,
Where's the
they
rest?
took half away
Right.
from me?
Who'd have thought that the picture would have been drawn on the back of this list?
That was handed to Detective Goodman in the questioning room. That was that was in what? Question mark? That was handed to Detective Goodman in the questioning room?
Or was that supposed to be the judge?
No,
Okay.
that was Emma. I swear I said Emma.
Yeah.
Too late. Wait a minute. If this list was torn in half, then that means... Your Honor!
Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Your eyes are bulging from your head!
Okay. If the evidence list was torn in half, there might be more of a drawing on the back of Mr. Edwards' list.
A comic! Yes, that's quite conceivable, Mr. Edgeworth.
What, did you never look at the
I
other
know,
side?
right? I know. Just because he had that evidence and we couldn't examine it, it's like it makes sense from a game perspective, but from like real life, it's like it was never in like a file. It was like I had to turn pages. Like I never
looked
saw.
in the back. Okay, first thing I do when I grab papers, I always look in the back to be like, oh, is there another side to this?
Sure. It's possible. Let's see.
No, okay, did he like hold that up in court and the defense attorney from the other side? Or the judge, anyone who's like looking at Edworth, like not see the back of that list.
Man, Mr. Edgeworth must be really good at doodling.
What is Mr. Edworth doing over there?
He just had a really good burger.
Yes.
Is something wrong?
Maya would be proud.
Yeah.
Do you even have to ask? Oh, he's shaking.
Uh-oh. Sorry, Your Honor. There is something drawn on the back of my list. Sorry.
I'm sorry. The only thing I think now is like the court in like that. He's holding up the list because like he's doing right now because I'm pretty sure he does that all to look at the evidence, right?
Yeah.
And they just see a drawing on the back, and they're like, "What is Edworth doing with the back of that list?"
Yeah. When you get so angry, you vibrate the entire courtroom. What? That's that thing.
You come back to haunt me.
That thing that was dancing in the evidence room.
I'm sorry. What was that doing in the office?
Apparently, the head of criminal affairs used this for his blueprint.
I guess he was out of scrap paper. No, put them together.
All right. Let's check that court record. See if we can see that other page. Now that they're combined. All right.
Is that the window? I don't know. What? Because if you think about it, that could be the window. That looks like the window from like the flashback. Like the arch up here, down here, to the side here. Whatever, I'm looking at it like sideways.
Right.
And then like this, is that like a symbol? I can't tell. Because, I don't have a picture of the room. This clearly won't have it, but I'm looking anyway. That's the wall.
I forgot about that drawing. Like I said, I only remember the last half of the court case on the last day, so I forgot that drawing shows up.
I don't remember what the window looked like for the room.
It's not something that we can go back and check.
No.
And nor is it something that we can present.
It's nothing we present, but I just wanted to make sure this symbol right here, the one that looks like the freaking mascot, was it's actually on the window and she drew it. Because based off of the kind of coloring and style and lining and stuff, it looks like the same person drew it. Emma, did you draw that? I know you remember.
Will you please testify about this picture you drew 2 years ago?
Huh? Oh, yes, sir, Your Honor. What's wrong with Emma? She seems to be thinking about something when she saw the picture.
Mm-hmm. Did I create the blue badger?
That is quite possibly what she could be thinking. Did I make that monstrosity? Did I help that? This is the picture I drew 2 years ago. The flash of lightning was so bright, all I could see were shadows. After that, I must have fainted. This picture shows exactly what I saw that instant.
To think that a flash of lightning could burn such an image in your mind.
I think even without the lightning, if I did see that, not in the dark, because then I wouldn't have seen anything, in like just the light, that would still burn an image in my mind.
Makes sense.
Thanks to that, though, she was able to show us exactly what she saw.
Well, I don't see any contradictions here. This clearly shows Joe Dark about to murder prosecutor Neil Marshall.
No, it doesn't. It shows 2 silhouettes.
The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Emma's picture. Okay. Did you draw this picture right after the incident? I think I drew it 2 or 3 days later. At first, I was in such a state of shock that I couldn't do anything.
During that time, the detective team was reorganized. Detective Goodman was placed in charge.
What? Who was in charge before?
Under the direction of Damon Gant and Lana Skye.
Who was in charge before? 2 or 3 days later. The memory should still have been fresh in our mind.
Excuse me, witness. But can you please tell us why this picture is painted all black?
Because the lightning.
Right, no, I know, because they say in the next, yeah.
The flash of lightning was so bright that I could see all the shadows.
Yeah, right.
So at that time, you didn't even know it was Mr. Marshall who had come to your rescue? No, I couldn't see him clearly. The lightning was so bright, and I was knocked to the floor. You were knocked to the floor? Dart had a tight grip on me, but when Mr. Marshall jumped on him, I was knocked away. I turned around, and that's when the lightning flashed.
Alright, so, yeah.
Yeah. Poor Emma. I'm just glad she wasn't hurt.
What happened after that lightning flashed?
After that, I must have fainted. You mean you didn't see the actual murder take place? No, I'm sorry.
Probably a good thing.
Yes.
The flash of lightning only drove off darkness for a split second. Not only that, but the trauma of the situation understandably caused the witness to faint.
That was 2 years ago, she was like 14, so like middle school, beginning high school.
Right.
Dude, I wouldn't really think of her as some hardened person who would come in and like witness the event and be like, this is normal.
Right. I mean, even Emma, when we go into the third case, Steel Samurai, you know, she's like, oh yeah, super excited, like, I'm in the studio, and then they get to where they thought that the dude was murdered, and she goes, actually, I don't want to be here right now, Nick. So, I mean, Maya is old, at that time was older than Emma.
She's still older than Emma.
Right.
Because Maya's 17 and Emma's 16. Or about to turn 16.
Yeah, something like that. But, I mean, so, yeah, it's understandable, so.
Okay, no normal person would go to the scene of crime and be like, yeah, this is normal. Yeah.
Well.
Unless you're like
super
crazy.
enthusiastic about murder, no. But I don't know, maybe dusting for fingerprints and finding blood samples. Maybe say in I don't know, Apollo Justice, Spirit of Justice, something like that. Yeah. She is very gung-ho about, finding evidence in murder places.
Okay, yeah, I'll give that. But with experience, it's like
right.
You kind of get more numb to it.
Right.
But if you're not part of the department, if you're not part of the police, and you're not used to this stuff, you don't exactly. You're not gonna be like, yeah, crime scene.
Right. Do you really need to torture this girl any further?
What? Hey, I'm not the bad guy here. Oh, turned around. Yeah. And Rue's like, take that.
Yeah.
Right.
There's something to be said about pressing everything. Like, sure, it could be it could be tedious. There's a lot of text to go through, but you also get some gems like the switcheroo that happened here.
Anyway, this picture. It was like,
anyway,
yeah.
Back to the point. All right.
Sorry for asking so many times, but are you sure you drew exactly what you saw? Of course, this is the exact scene. It wasn't influenced in any way from your talks with the detectives.
Are you insinuating that we somehow manipulated her memory, Mr. Wright?
No, of course not. I better watch out or he might find some way to cut my salary. But you don't work in the same place.
He'll find a way.
I drew this picture before I heard anything from the detectives. So I don't think anyone's story might have influenced me.
Mr. Wright, is there something that's bothering you about this picture?
Huh? Oh, well... That's strange. She claims this is exactly the scene that was imprinted in her mind. And yet, there's clearly a contradiction here. You mean how there's like, just silhouettes?
Go ahead and look at evidence that you have. What could contradict that drawing?
Her cloth? This cloth that had her handprint on it? That's the only thing because in the drawing he's gripping the clothes and Emma's handprints on it and not Joe's Dark's. I don't think it's anything from before here. That's what my gut is saying. I don't know why I'm looking through everything else. That's what my gut is saying because that's the only thing involving Emma here besides the file case. And it's not the file case. Oh, now that I think about it, when she was knocked to the floor, she might have been able to grab his cloth, his vest. Just saying. Oh.
You're right. It's something with. It's not some of the earlier stuff. I'll give you that.
The only thing I can think about is a cloth. It's not the picture. It can't be the autopsy report.
Why couldn't it be the autopsy report?
Stabbed from the back. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did they give it to me? I mean, I was gonna go back through it again.
Yeah.
I just wanted to look at the picture one last time. That's fight me seeing it right here.
Yeah.
I hate to be bearer of bad news, but this picture the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction. What? But I remember just like it was yesterday. Well, I mean, she could have seen Dad, but then like shit happened and he was stabbed in the back.
Sure.
In the dark.
Mr. Wright, perhaps it would be faster if you simply pointed out this contradiction for us.
I think it would have been faster if he had just said it in the first place.
What part of this picture contradicts with the autopsy report?
Here. I think it's this part here. Okay, I hope that wasn't like a penalty because
location
part, because what I'm trying to get at is like this is the front.
Sure. Go ahead. We'll see. I don't see what's so strange about it.
That's because the drawing stinks.
Oh,
Phoenix. Mr. Wright, how could you?
The act of making an innocent girl cry should be warranted for the death penalty.
Okay, I guess he means I shouldn't shift the blame on to others. Okay, Phoenix. Really? Okay.
Yes, well, so long as the defense has learned his lesson.
Phoenix! Okay, maybe it's not the face. Maybe I should have pointed at the body.
Probably the body.
Fine! It's not the face, it's the body. I'll take that. Whatever. Better take a look at the autopsy report in this picture. Wait, to be fair, I got it right. The problem was that Mr. Wright decided that he wasn't going to point out that was the face, therefore the front. Okay. It's clearly not the face. Here, the arm. This clearly shows this is the front, right?
Go ahead.
Your body can't.
Can you press start for a second? Nope. Okay. On next time you chance you have, press start.
Start.
Yeah. Save.
Okay. But here, your body, your arm cannot move backwards like that. As proven by, like, your body twisting and all that shit. So this better prove this is the fucking front. Because I swear, Phoenix, if it doesn't. God damn it! Phoenix!
Go ahead and press start. Go ahead and save.
I'm confused. What's going on?
I just want to make sure you don't blow all your chances on finding the location of where to present it. Go ahead. Yeah. Just a precautionary.
Oh, for save point.
Yeah, save point.
God damn it, Phoenix! Phoenix! That clearly shows that's the front! God damn it! This is so dumb!
This is such a long case. I just want to make sure you don't blow all your chances. Okay. So.
No, I can't really tell like how you're gonna point out it's the front. Because if your arm clearly don't show it's the front and your head don't show it as the front, what is it? Your crotch? Is it this? The back? Do I have to point at his back? What? Because this right here is supposed to be Marshall, and we're trying to contradict the picture with Marshall's autopsy. What am I supposed to do? His back? I will fucking do it to spite Phoenix. What? Your chest. It makes sense to be like that's the front and not the back. But Phoenix, you're a fucking idiot. Phoenix, you're just pissing me off even more. I know what it is! Friggin' location? What? His back? I have 3. Do I want to blow?
Look, if you blow it all, that's why I asked you to save. It's like, if you blow, I just don't want you to get it right and only have 1 point left, because then we're screwed for the rest of the case.
I know. Okay, I really want to just do that for the back to spite Phoenix, but at the same time, I don't.
That's why I should save so you can figure it out. If you want to ask, I was like, do another present. Check the autopsy report again, and then if you figure it out, we can reload the save. So we have 3.
Well, I will, I guess. It says it was stabbed in the back, and then like a heart or lung puncture, which is where this is around the area I pointed it at. But I guess maybe it's this, where it looks like he's gonna stab his head instead. So you know what? Why the fuck not? Oh, I found it.
Yes, the contradiction, of course, lies here.
You know, it's not like Phoenix could have said that, oh, maybe, oh, look, it is a frontal view. He would have stabbed the front and not the back. But no, he has to show the angle of which the knife is going to be pulled at.
That's not it either. Go ahead.
Okay, take a look at the knife the man is holding. If you look clearly, you can see that its tip is broken. Excuse me? What?
Yeah. In fact, you don't even have to look closely to see that.
Okay, to be fair, if I were to look at that picture, I would think, oh, that's just how she drew the knife. And not like it's broken. Because it's, I don't know. If you want to show something's broken, make like edges to it.
Right.
Make like edge mark. But Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? Its tip is broken too.
If I recall, the tip of the knife was found broken in the victim's body.
It was a conclusive piece of evidence that proved Joe Dark was the murderer. I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma.
Huh? What could you possibly see? Where could you possibly see a problem?
My problem was like the picture shows like he was gonna get stabbed in the front and not the back. So what problem are we looking here? It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab to the back. Hey, that's what I fucking pointed. That was what I fucking pointing out. If the victim was only stabbed once, then the murder weapon should not have yet been broken. Well, that's true, but this still looks like he's gonna get stabbed in the front.
Ah! What's the meaning of this?
Or by the picture it does. Whatever.
Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand.
Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body. If it was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up in there.
That's right. But what does that...
Okay.
The tip of the knife was undeniably discovered within the victim's body. The only possible explanation is the witness's memory is mistaken.
That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at the time, but she was sure she remembered correctly.
But there's no other way to explain this inconsistency.
My only thing is that it broke, someone stabbed him, and then they drove the tip in. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. There is another explanation. Have you forgotten already? About a little something called falsifies evidence?
You're treading on thin ice, right?
I believe it was already proven yesterday in court. Okay. All I'm saying is that this broken knife might be the piece of evidence that was forged. You can't deny the possibility.
No. Ugh.
You know this, Edward. It was admitted yesterday.
Order! Are you saying the investigation really was corrupted?
We just heard Lana say that herself yesterday, Judge. Your Honor, please allow me to once again go over the event that took place the day of the murder. The police department and the prosecutor's office was holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the King of Prosecutors Award at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Demon Gant. During his questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark. It is my belief that somewhere in this story, there is a lie. I'm not lying. The man really was holding up a broken knife.
If that's true, then there's no other way around it. This could not have been the actual murder weapon. There must have been another broken knife. What are the chances of there being two broken knives?
Another broken knife besides Joe's darts. Could there have been one? No, that does not look like a stab.
Oh, no,
splatter. Wait, look. Another broken knife? A screwdriver? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's not gonna be. That's not it. I'm sorry. I just really want it to be.
Another broken knife.
That? Oh, wait. I mean, there is a suit of armor there with a lance or whatever, as shown in this picture.
Right.
There's also the King of Prosecutor, but I'm pretty sure that's just one solid thing and not gonna be like...
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, guys, really.
It's Edgeworth's knife!
It's Edgeworth's knife! Really, it clearly is. Even though he was not there at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
The only thing I can get off of is from this picture. The knife, the knight weapon.
Yeah, the knight's lance.
I guess that is a knife. Yes.
It's a pointy thing.
It's a pointy thing. It's a knife attached to a stick.
Yeah, exactly.
But Emma's not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
That is not the answer.
Right.
If the witness is this adamant about the accuracy of what she saw, it can't be just explained away by a simple observational error. Mr. Wright. In that instant, Emma really did see a broken knife.
I assume then that you have some information about this other broken knife? If so, please feel free to enlighten us.
The murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's only one other way. Take a look at this. Here's the real murder weapon. The blue badger. No. Nothing else pointing besides Edward's knife. It's not Edward's knife. It's not the screwdriver. That does kind of look like the tip. Just saying. That's not present. The answer lies in the past. 2 years ago in the past. Right here inside this picture.
This is a picture of the award ceremony. Aha! What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? It's the broken murder weapon.
Notice the words prosecutor Marshall is holding. That's a broken knife. Are you what? Wait, is that thing like really just like you could take it? What? Can you really just take that apart? As we earlier concluded, the knife in the picture was not Joe's Dark's knife. That being the case, the knife the witness saw was in all likelihood this award.
Order! Order! Order!
Wait, can you really take it apart? Is that forged together? What? Neil Marshall was awarded King of Prosecutors that day. As an award, he was given a broken shoe and a broken knife. When he chased after Joe Dark, he pulled out this knife. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. This broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation.
But that can't be.
Oh, and why not, Mr. Edgeworth?
Because if the King of Prosecutors Award knife was the murder weapon, then the murderer then the murderer and the victim should be reversed.
What do you mean?
I mean, this man raising a knife would have been prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Oh. Wait. The handprint on the vest.
But the prosecutor was the one who actually died.
That's true. What's going on here?
Good question.
Good question. That means I suspected Joe Dark was not the one who killed Marshall.
Right.
Because of how they found him. Like, no way. No fucking way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if, like, they weren't in the middle of the floor and he had hit his head against the desk or something. But not, like, he was hiding in the middle of the floor.
Yeah.
Not lightly.
It seems Mr. Wright has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusions.
Wait, I remember now. I remember everything.
Witness.
Mr. Edward,
What is it?
could you show me your evidence list again, please?
His list? The one with that picture scribbled on the back.
I knew it. This picture. I'm the one who drew it.
What?
You drew that? That's right. The list wasn't torn in half at that time I drew this picture. At the time I drew this picture. Oh my god. Why? Why? All this time I've been trying so hard to forget. I must have locked this part away deep inside me.
Perhaps it would be best if we add this to the witness's testimony. Would you please tell us what you recalled, Miss Sky?
Like, please. Yes, Your Honor. First the knife mix-up, and now the blue badger? This should be interesting. Interesting is not the right word I would use.
Alright, guys. So, we found out that Emma indeed did drew that picture, and it's part of the same incident, not just a sketch for the blue badger.
Yeah.
And so, in the next episode, we're going to continue this day in court and find out more about what Emma recalls from the incident, SL9 incident. See you guys then.
Bye.